Hi, I'm kind of curious to know, what do you think the world is going to be like post the coronavirus? It's a question that's been kind of going around in my head for a little while. And part of it is driven by the fact that I'm noticing how many people seem to be turning up on social media platform much more casually, much more informally, and less the sort of the made up, the ostentatious makeup that seemed to have characterized the pre-COVID-19 era, the Instagram era, where everybody had to look their best. They had to be dolled up, they had to be fully made up, and there was lots of pouting going on. And yet now what we see as a result of platforms like Zoom, people are showing up just being ordinary. And I like the word ordinary, but people are being much more casual, much more informal. And there's something really authentic about how people are showing up. So the question it posed for me is, what kind of world are we going to inhabit when we emerge on the other side of the coronavirus? And it's a question, it feels to me, that's quite relevant. And it reminded me of one of my most favorite songs from the Hamilton show. It's the Battle of Yorktown. And in that song, there's some words about the world turned upside down. And in many respects, that's what we're seeing now. We have a world that's turned upside down. Everything we've known, everything we've taken for granted, how we shop, how we go to work, what we do in our pastimes, football, tennis, all of that is gone. Going to the cinema, one of my most favorite things to do. Every weekend, that was my thing. And I haven't been able to do that. So lots of things have changed. And one of the most positive things for me has been the kind of humanity that's shown up. And so I wanted to kind of check out and have some conversations, if you like, with people who are interested in exploring this question. What's the world that we want to create when we emerge on the other side of COVID-19? And I understand and appreciate that's not the easiest of question to pose at this time. For many of us, it's still a big issue. We're still perhaps ill with the virus. We're facing, dealing with the loss of our loved ones as a result of the virus. And so the idea of looking to tomorrow when we're still struggling with today is a bit of a challenge. And I do appreciate that. But, there's a saying, this too shall pass. And when it does pass, and it will pass, how do we want to be as a country, as a world, as organizations, as teams, as communities, as families, now that we've experienced the opportunity to stop, to pause, to reflect? Now that we've had the opportunity to stop going hell for leather at everything we do, what have we learned in the time that we've had to slow down? What are the things we now recognize and value? What are the things we want to say goodbye to when we emerge on the other side? And what are the things we want to hold on to, having been through this experience? Things that we now want to value more than we perhaps did before the virus touched our lives. And those are some of the questions I'm hoping we can have conversations about. I'm going to be launching what I'm calling the Tuesday Tonic network. It's going to be a space, it's a free space where anyone who's interested in exploring this notion of, so what is the world going to be like? What next? What comes next after COVID-19? Who are we going to be? Who do we want to be? How do we want to show up in the post-COVID world? As I've said before, what are the things we want to take with us that we value now that we've had downtime? Now that we've had downtime, what are the things we value and want to take forward? And what are the things we want to let go of now that we've gone through this experience? I'm curious to find out from you guys. I'm hoping you will find this something useful to explore with me. So do feel free to join me. I'll be setting up this channel on YouTube and you can join me there. I'm also going to be posting something on Zoom. So I'll join those links in the description below so you can have a look and see where the links are. Click on them. The sessions are going to be on Tuesday, as I've said, around about 3 o'clock UK time. And again, please check your local time if you're outside the UK. And come along and have I'm hoping a free, wide-ranging discussion, something that will shift thinking from dealing with the today and start to think about the tomorrow. I'm hoping it's something you're going to find useful. I look forward to hearing from you and joining with you and having some great conversations with you in the coming weeks. In the meantime, don't forget to join me and subscribe to the channel so that you can keep informed about when and where these sessions are going to be happening. Take care. Keep safe.